Okay, so we're getting first use out of the trailer. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to put some of the accessories I wanted to put on it first, but good thing about it is I can always clean it up and add them later. We want to get these plants back out because we got a lot of rain coming through here, and they've all been in the garage through the freeze. We got a lot of plants too. So some of them already been put back out. You can see over there by the back deck, already I think 4 of them are out there. We got these big ones right here. Then we have all of these that need to go back out, and they're actually pretty big too. All of those we can carry out, but these really heavy large pots are not fun to carry. And then we have some that have already gone out, but yeah, we're gonna load as many of these onto this trailer as possible. I replaced the little bolt that I had sticking up out of this with an actual 2-inch ball from Kurt, so that's in place now. I can actually couple up well, so I don't have to worry about standing on the back of the trailer and this thing decoupling. It's working real well. You know, I was actually surprised that that's not enough leverage to lift the front up whenever you're standing up here with these pots. But whenever we're done loading all this on top of here, we should have enough leverage and enough balance going on here to prevent either the front tires from coming off or the hitch from removing too much weight from the back tires. But we're gonna see. Hopefully the little Cub Cadet can perform pretty well and move this thing around whenever we fully load it with all these plants. Okay, so we have our first trip with the trailer loaded up, ready to take it where it needs to go. Again, I'm really surprised that we're not having any issues here with the tractor, at least front coming up or anything like that. As long as we balance the weight out over this, we should be in pretty good shape, which I think we're ready to go. Not sure how much that weighs, but some of these pots are clay pots and they are crazy heavy, and even the dirt filled ones are crazy heavy. But this is the whole reason why we got the trailer, so we can move stuff around here really easily, even with the Cub Cadet. So we'll see how this works. Check it out. Okay, so father-in-law's on the tractor, towing the trailer, no problem at all. This is exactly why I wanted a trailer this size. I can tow it on the road if I want to or need to, but the fact is, it's easily manageable by the Cub Cadet or any of my other equipment. Very, very cool. And it is wet out here. So that worked out perfectly. You know, when we bought the mini excavator, which is right there, there were a lot of folks that said it's a toy. You don't really get any great use out of it. You need to see a serious 100-ton excavator. But the reality is there's oftentimes more useful cases for something small than there is something large, because you can fit it into places that you might not normally be able to fit something larger, and it doesn't damage the yard as much, and it's easy to maneuver with different types of equipment. So having something small like this absolutely makes a lot of sense. Some folks would say, you know, you should have gotten a 10-foot or a 12-foot. I have other trailers for that. For what we're using this for, it's ideal. This is exactly what I wanted to be able to do with this trailer. A lot of folks are like, well, you had other trailers for that. This tractor is not going to haul around any of my other trailers except perhaps my small little gray Cargo Mate over there, only because it's also super lightweight. It's got a gross vehicle weight rating of 3,000 pounds with 1,500 pounds worth of cargo capacity. This has a cargo capacity of 1,500 pounds and a gross vehicle weight rating of 2,000. So this is 1,000 pounds lighter fully loaded from a capabilities perspective than my Cargo Mate over there. Also, the fact that I can see around this one. So even if I hook my bad boy tractor up to that trailer over there, I can't see around the side of it. You have all these blind spots. Plus, it's pretty dang tall. You can actually see the branch of that oak tree right there reaches down further than the top of the trailer. With this, you know, the ramp comes off the ground maybe 4.5 feet, and it's removable. Plus, I can clearly see everything around it. There are so many great uses for a small trailer like this, and we just demonstrated one today. Just being able to move all the trees around when it comes time to cut some of the limbs down to get some more wood. This is a great trailer for that. But most importantly, the fact that I can haul it all around with my tiny Cub Cadet. I mean, this is a super small consumer grade tractor. It is absolutely something that most people would use to probably mow their, quarter acre lot. This is not something you would traditionally use out here, because I have the bad boy for it. I have 0 turns, but what's nice about it is it's very narrow, so I can fit it into areas I can't fit any of my other equipment. It's very light, so whenever I drive over this wet grass or wet areas, I'm not going to compress it or damage it very much. It doesn't use a heck of a lot of fuel, super easy to operate by anybody I have out here helping me, and I can haul something like this around no problem at all. I am honestly blown away by the fact that this little hitch adapter that I mounted to the back of the Cub Cadet is able to support this without deflecting or bending or really causing any issues at all, but also that we loaded so much weight into this area and I didn't get the front tires coming off the ground. I didn't have any issues at all with that amount of weight limiting what I was able to do with the tractor. So it's working out really good. Now, I do understand there are going to be limitations. I'm not going to try to overload this thing to the point to where it's going to bend or damage the tractor. I felt like what we did today was well within the means of what this tractor is capable of. The equipment on the back of it from a towing aspect, as well as the trailer. We probably put, I think at the most, maybe 400 pounds worth of plants in the back of this trailer. And many of the plants were centered over this area right here. So the trailer was carrying the vast majority of the weight, and the tractor itself was probably only carrying about, I'm going to say probably 50, maybe 60, 70 pounds on the back right there. But it's worked out really well. I really like this trailer. I know I get excited about trailers in general, but I'm extra excited about this one because this thing just is a pretty dang cool trailer. It's super small, and when we're done upgrading it, doing all the things we're going to do to it, it's going to be even more useful and more practical. Anyways, guys, I sure hope you enjoyed the video. Big thumbs up, super big thumbs up to this. I love the fact that I can drop the sides down, I can drop the ramp down, I can take the ramp off, I can make this thing really flat, I can haul it with any of my equipment. It's built super, super well. The welds are absolutely impeccable. Just the setup in general is absolutely impeccable, and it's kind of a blank slate for upgrades. So we're going to be doing a lot of really convenient upgrades, some of which are going to be more cosmetic, some of them are going to be very functional, but overall at the end of the day, everything we do to this is actually going to be pretty dang affordable. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up. We'll talk to you again very soon. By the way, I picked this up full price, $999, Tractor Supply. Was not a special, was not a sponsor, was not a promotional video, none of that stuff. But I will endorse this because I do believe that this product is a pretty dang awesome product. Guys, we'll talk to you again real soon.